I'm an employment and human rights lawyer, and in September 2016, the Ontario government changed legislation and made it mandatory to have sexual harassment training. So once it became mandatory, I started speaking at conferences about the new legislation, had a lot of people coming up to me and clients as well saying, do you know of any good learning materials or videos or things like that that we could use for training? I started looking around, and my answer, I said, well, I'll get back to you. And my answer had to be no, I'm not aware of any good courses. Then I got connected with SwissVBS, and it just kind of came together that this need, and then finding the perfect partner who could help create the course. I was really inspired with what SwissVBS had already produced. The only things I'd seen before were really outdated videos with live actors walking into an office and having stilted conversations. So it was the creativity that really made the difference. Seeing what they'd done before with other customers, knowing they'd worked with, sophisticated Fortune 500 companies, they really made me see what was possible. What the beauty of this course is, it's different than, say, a hazardous materials course where you want to know, okay, I know that this chemical, can't be mixed with that chemical, and you have a knowledge check. This is something that you really took a lot of creativity to take, legal concepts of what sexual harassment is, turn it into a story, turn it into, use characters that you can identify with, and you follow them through this path. So it really is like an episode of where there's development and learning on the part of the characters. I think the animation and the voices create empathy, so people can go, okay, I'm putting myself in that person's shoes. If that happened to me, okay, now I get what that would feel like. And for example, when to report sexual harassment, or is this sexual harassment, you think it's obvious, but it's not in the time. And so you have characters saying, I don't know, maybe it's just me, everyone else seems to like this guy. So it's really more sophisticated storytelling, deals with the gray areas. You can put yourself in the position of these characters because they're more developed than just, these stilted people that aren't really, there's not a story behind it. Sexual harassment in the workplace is a really emotional topic. It's not an easy one to deal with and to talk about. So you can use stick figures and PowerPoints, but that doesn't convey the emotion of the topic, and it's not going to sink in with people. And it was critical that all the nuances, the scenes, what was in the background, how the characters look, it had to be the right look and feel for the course to work. And they really understood that. And that was one of the best parts of the writing and the creative component, is taking this serious emotional topic and really perfecting the way the stories were told. So there's different parts of the different groups that I worked with. The creative team, so as I said, the storytelling was key for this, to get this message across. The script writing was brilliant because the script writer, of which there were a few, really nailed it, and were able to take the law, which is just black and white on paper, and bring it to life. Everyone at SwissVBS goes beyond sort of simplistic instructional design. These are really creative people, and I felt like I was writing a TV show. The quality with SwissVBS is really unparalleled, and because of the quality of this course, we have partnerships with an insurance company, for example, who offers the course to their clients, and it's accredited by professional organizations. the Law Society of Ontario, the Human Resources Professionals Association, as well as the equivalent in the US. You can't compare the kind of really the creativity, I would say ingenious script writing, the thought behind the learning and how it's done. So I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing without SwissVBS. Probably the final thing I would say about SwissVBS is I had a true partner. I needed a lot of support, and I could be as involved as I needed to be. But I could trust that they would create a top-notch, high-quality product on time. I'm really proud of the course, and every time I watch it, I still chuckle and think it's very clever.